Hey there, friends! Welcome back to Second Star to the Left. I'm Michelle, and this is my daughter, Billy.
Hi!
And here's where we'll share board game reviews, ramblings, and a few wrong turns along the scenic route. It's almost time for PAX Unplugged again, and we are so looking forward to seeing all of our friends and playing some games and seeing what's new. But we thought, before we went, maybe we would go PAX to the future. That's your idea. What I mean by that is maybe that we should take a look back at our Unpacking PAX Unplugged video from last year and see exactly what we bought, and maybe learn a lesson about what we should buy this year, and see what we still play, and if there are any that we haven't played.
We're so good at learning lessons.
We're not. Last year, we bought 16 games while we were at PAX Unplugged, which seems like a crazy number, but it really wasn't. Some of those were just games we had always wanted, or classics that we didn't have, and some of them were absolutely impulse buys. Out of those 16, there are 4 that are already on the chopping block.
4?
4.
4.
4.
4.
I'm not necessarily...
4?
Yeah. Some of them are on the chopping block just because we don't have the player count to get them to the table as much as we thought we would. I will admit that of the 4 that are on the chopping block, all 4 were impulse buys. So maybe having a plan is the better way to go. That's not to say that any of the other 12 weren't.
Most of them were.
Of the 12 that we are definitely keeping, some of those are games that will make it into our top 20, maybe even top 10. They can't hear you nod.
Let me nod harder.
Billy's nodding very loudly. So I just
hurt my head a little bit.
Before I talk about the games that were our favorites from this year, I'm going to talk about a few that we didn't get to play. At what point do you just say, I don't think I'm going to get to play that game?
Never.
Never. Okay, Billy says never, and we can never get rid of them. But
yes,
at some point, I think that the energy to play them, that like new game smell kind of wore off them, and I don't necessarily... What? It's like new... smelling them? It's like new car smell. New games have a smell.
Okay.
They do. But I'm just saying that, like...
Is it a good smell?
Yes, it's a good smell. Like new books and old books and pretty much all books.
Just books?
Yeah. I think there's a point where the excitement to play a game wears off. And it's not just the lack of opportunity, but... other things come in, and maybe your tastes have changed or your style of gameplay has changed.
Throw out Woody for Buzz Lightyear.
I didn't throw out Woody for Buzz Lightyear. I kept the cowboy stuff. I just like the Space Ranger.
Strange things are happening.
So there are a couple games that we liked, that we were very excited to play, that we just never got played. And one of those was our biggest purchase at PAX Unplugged, which is Merchants of the Dark Road. I think that when we saw it, and we saw that we could get not only Merchants of the Dark Road, but the fancy Kickstarter edition with
all the bits and bobs.
All the bits and bobs.
Don't copy me.
We just jumped on it without thinking, are we going to play this? And I think we really wanted to play it. But it has sat there now for going on a year. And I'm not sure that I'm sad about not playing it anymore.
You were done being sad about not playing it like a month after we got it.
I have the attention span of a gnat.
I still want to give it a try.
So
it's at the bottom of our pile of shame.
You can't even see it anymore. I think the lesson from Merchants of the Dark Road is that if I didn't pull the trigger on the Kickstarter, there was a reason. It's very rare that we just missed it and didn't hear about it at all, and this big game went by.
Although that does happen.
It does happen occasionally. We don't see them all. But for something like that everybody was so excited for, we actually made the decision not to back that Kickstarter.
Well, you did.
So And then when we saw it, we thought, oh no, we're going to miss out. There's only a couple left. We better hurry up and get it. And we did. And it was heavy. We had to carry it all around PAX, too. I think we need to avoid those kinds of impulse buys. If we had made a careful decision not to get a game.
Then it wouldn't be an impulse buy.
But there's a difference between going, ooh, that looks really fun, and just snapping it up, and looking at a game that you had already thought about and looked into and then decided not to get.
I guarantee you we have done that and then liked the game.
Yes, but there's a really big pile of unplayed games. There are other games that we picked up, however, that we play all the time. Cascadia came home with us from PAX Unplugged, and that is definitely one of our favorite games to play.
That Time You Killed Me.
That Time You Killed Me came home from PAX Unplugged last year.
Party.
And Castle Party, which we have talked about in like 75% of our videos.
Yeah, lately it seems like.
Especially since, spooky season was going on. We also brought home Radlands and Roll Player and some Dice Throne, and these are all games that will definitely stay on the shelves and get played repeatedly. And those games are games that we looked into before we went to PAX and then knew that we wanted to get. So we're going to try to be a little more thoughtful as we head to PAX this year.
I have a feeling there will be a lot of impulse buys, but right now I'm feeling pretty, calm and I don't think I need to get things. But the second I see something shiny, it's going to be mine.
I'm not going in looking to purchase that much. We did get to go to Gen Con. We brought back a lot of games from Gen Con, which we've played a lot of those already. So we've seen some of the things that are coming out. I'm definitely going to bring games home.
No, from PAX?
I know. It's hard to believe, isn't it?
That's crazy talk.
And there's games that I definitely want to see and play that aren't available yet that I'm looking forward to checking out at PAX Unplugged. And I definitely want to get another crack at Fit to Print, and I want to show you Fit to Print.
Yeah, I'm really excited. After everything you and Dad said after you played.
Yeah, so I really want to show you that. But there's a couple of others, and I want you to see the Oceans Legends of the Deep expansion.
Yes, I'm so excited about that.
But those are things that won't be coming home with us.
Yes, they will.
Well, not from PAX. They're not available yet. So 16 games, and a year later, 12 of them are definitely staying. That's not terrible.
We are geniuses who make perfect decisions every time. Clearly.
Did you pick up a lot of games at PAX last year?
I did.
Not you.
Oh. Why not?
Let us know if you picked up a lot of games at PAX last year, and how many of those are you still playing? Also, let us know what you're looking forward to seeing. We're going to do a PAX preview video where we talk about the games that we're looking forward to checking out and let you know a little bit more about those. But this is more of a, did we learn a lesson, and are we going to come home with a giant backpack full of games?
The answers are no and yes, respectively.
If you haven't already, you should check out that Unpacking PAX Unplugged video and let us know what you think about those choices. While we're going to try to behave, I am sure there is an Unpacking PAX Unplugged video coming up right after the convention.
Almost definitely.
Thank you for watching. If you like what you see,
or if you'd like to keep watching until we get one right,
then please like, subscribe, and share. As always, open tables, open minds, and play yourselves.
Bye!
Is it unpacking PAX Unplugged? There's a lot of uns. Is it just packing PAX Unplugged? Repacking PAX Unplugged? Revisiting unpacking?
Unpaxing Pack Unplugged.
This one, I'm gonna have a hard time with the title.
PAX to the future.
I'm gonna go with that one.
No, that's terrible.
No, I'm using it. That's what we're using. Okay. We're going PAX to the future. I'm giving
That's
you
terrible.
full credit for that, too. I was trying to ask you that off camera, and then you gave a really good answer. I'm not quite sure what to do with that. So.
You're gonna have to use you asking me off camera.